it was that you can survive percent HP attacks, or at least one-hit attacks. Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to go over the Demon Avenger 5th job skill video, or 5th job skills, what? And those skills are Demonic Frenzy and Demonic Blast. Demonic Frenzy, of course, is the skill that you get when you first advance. This is the first skill that you get, and then you have to work for this one. So, Demonic Frenzy. When you activate it, it will take away 6,000 HP every, well, it says every second, but I mean, it seems like it does a little bit more than a second. But anyway, that might be because I'm lagging. You can also toggle it off, or if your HP drops below 1%, then it'll automatically turn itself off. So you can't actually heal so healing skills as well as healing potions will only heal 1% of your max HP. However, the amount of damage that you take is reduced by 30%, even if it's a one-hit kill attack like Velum's Tail. I have to go test it out on Zakum's hand, so I'll check on that. But it also works on percent HP, so great defensive skill. But again, it's also using up your HP, as well as your normal skills are using up your HP as well. So the reason this isn't really like a terrible thing, because for every 4% of your HP that's, taken by this skill, you gain 1% final damage. Wrong skill. So it's actually pretty nice if you can manage your HP very, very well. So you'll also drop what they call Demonic Blood. I kind of call it Miasma. But you drop Demonic Blood on the floor that does 2 lines of damage pretty quickly, actually. And it can attack up to 10 enemies. And yeah, it does a lot of damage. The puddle lasts for about 5 seconds. And I'd say it's a pretty good DPS, or damage increasing skill. And, oh, I already said that it could be toggled, right? Like, once you toggle it off, it goes on cooldown. Anyway. So then we have, oh, anything else? Cooldown. The cooldown is a pretty long time, but it can be decreased as you level it up. So Demonic Blast. This skill actually counters Demonic Frenzy, because even though Demonic Frenzy takes away your HP, Demonic Blast can actually recover HP. So I'll go over that in a bit. So, if you're fighting normal mobs, and not a boss, you have to actually kill the enemies before you get the healing effect. And the way it works, well, okay. And then if you hit a boss with it, you just get the healing effect. So when you hold it down, the first time that you use it, it consumes, oh no, is it as you're holding it? Oh, I did not know that. Well, there we go. So as you hold it down, it absorbs, or it takes 1% of your max HP. And then when you release it, it does one of 3 things, like depending on the level of charge that it has. Oh no, it says consumes an additional 3% per second charge. So there you go, that answers my whole thing. So that's a lot of HP getting absorbed. However, if you don't charge it at all, then it goes to level 1, which is that. And then, if you hold it... Oh, by the way, the cooldown's only 10 seconds, so great skill. If you hold it down for up to 3 seconds, you're at level 2 charge, which is that. A little bit bigger, not too much of a difference. However, between... so level 1 charge does 7 hits, it also heals 5% HP, while level 2 hits 9 times, but heals 12% HP. Level 3 is what you really want, because level 3 has 100% crit rate, 100% defense ignore, recovers 20% HP, and does 12 hits. That is really good. So here's what that looks like. It starts spilling blood, to the side of you, and then you release it, and you do a big explosion. So it might not look like much, but, I mean, it's not all that flashy. It's actually very useful, especially with the 5th job skill that takes away your HP, because you definitely want to heal. But if you can't one-hit enemies, maybe might not want to use it. So, real quick before I get into actually using the skills, if you use your 150 Hyper Forbidden Contract with Demonic Frenzy, Forbidden Contract will prevent the skill from taking away your HP. However, I don't believe you will get the final damage from using it. but you still get the puddles. So I'll show you what I mean in here. Alright, so I'm going to use Forbidden Contract, and then Spill the Blood. So I don't believe I'm getting any final damage, because my skill isn't, you know, poisoning me. So yeah, there's that. So once the contract runs out, you'll be able to see that, what was I saying? You'll be able to see that as it absorbs my HP, my final damage goes up. Alright, so it's starting to take away my HP, which means it's going to start, you know, giving me more final damage. However, you really have to manage your HP. Because, yeah, as you saw, my HP went really low. And, yeah, let me go ahead and toggle that off so I can heal. And it's just, you really have to manage your HP. I'm not very good at doing it. So maybe someone else can put in the comments how to really benefit from this. Maybe once you level Demonic Blast more, it heals more? I mean, I doubt it, but I guess the more HP you have, like the more funded you are, the more HP you have, so the less the 6,000 really takes away. I believe the max HP is like 500,000 or something, which makes it seem like 6,000 HP is nothing. But you also gain a lot of final damage. So, yeah, I guess I'll go bossing. Alright, so here I am at Zakum, and I just wanted to see how true it was that you can survive percent HP attacks, or at least one-hit attacks. So I'm going to run into one of his attacks here. Alright, so it does look like it does indeed protect you from one-hit attacks. So anyway, yeah, I guess I'll go to Von Leon now. That is really nice, though. So, I've never actually tried this, but I'm going to try it now. Where I use the contract, I use the contract in the middle of the skill. Because I do want to gain the final damage. There we go. So now let's see what happens. Did I keep the final damage? Doesn't look like it. Alright, never mind then. But, yeah. That's the skill. The explosion, of course, heals. And, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to show. I'm not very good at playing this class. So, I mean, hopefully you got to see how fast the miasma hits. And just in case you didn't, I'll try to spill some over here. There we go. So now you see it attacks pretty quickly. And on top of that, you can always just use this skill in order to heal yourself. I think the poison also heals? I'm not sure, actually. But anyway, that'll be it for the video. I have many questions, so any Demon Avengers out there or people that know about Demon Avenger, please, is there a better way to use these skills? Or is it just because my HP is lower than, you know, normal? I mean, I assume the higher HP gets, the better, because it's 6% or it's 6k HP and not, like, percent or anything like that, so, I mean, yeah. But, thank you, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Goodbye.